Hey there, and welcome. So we've all heard of the anti-aging facial, right? But what exactly is it? Today we are pushing past the calming spa music and the cucumber water to look at the actual science. We're going to break down what these treatments are, how they really work, and what they're doing for your skin on a cellular level.
Right. So, you lie back in that comfy chair, drift off for a bit, and an hour later your skin feels and looks amazing. But what actually just happened? Was it just a really fancy cleanse, or is there a genuine, science-backed strategy at play to make your skin act younger? Well, to figure that out, we have to start with the basics.
Before you can really appreciate the solution, you have to get a handle on the problem. So first up, we're going to do a quick dive into the science of aging skin, the why behind all the changes we start to see over the years.
Okay, so skin aging isn't just one thing. It's kind of like a two-pronged attack. On one hand, you have intrinsic aging. Think of this as your genetic blueprint, the natural ticking of the clock. It's unavoidable, and it causes skin to get a little thinner and collagen production to slow way down. But then you've got extrinsic aging. This is the damage from the outside world, the sun, pollution, even our lifestyle choices. This stuff actively harms the collagen you already have and can lead to things like sunspots.
Now, if we zoom way in, down to the microscopic level, we can see the real culprits at work. First, there's oxidative stress. The best way to think about this is like cellular rust that's caused by all that environmental damage. Then you've got something called glycation. This is where sugar in your system literally makes proteins, like your precious collagen, stiff and brittle. And finally, there's the simple loss of hyaluronic acid, which is that amazing molecule that keeps your skin looking plump and juicy. Our natural supply it goes down over time. These three things working together, they are the main drivers of what we see as aging.
So, now that we know who the bad guys are, how does a facial actually fight back? This is where it gets interesting. Let's move on and look at how a modern anti-aging facial is specifically designed as a strategic counterattack. And believe me, it is so much more than just a feel-good pampering session.
So let's define our terms. What is an anti-aging facial, really? At its core, it's a targeted, non-invasive treatment with very specific, science-backed goals. We're talking about reducing fine lines, improving firmness, brightening up your overall skin tone, and most importantly, kickstarting hydration and collagen production deep down. It's engineered from the ground up to make a real difference.
All right, let's pull back the curtain and step inside the treatment room. What does this whole strategic process actually look like? We're going to walk through the key phases of what you can expect during a professional anti-aging facial. Any truly great facial can be broken down into these three essential phases. First up is prep. This is where your skin is analyzed, deeply cleansed, and exfoliated to create the perfect blank canvas. Then comes the main event, stimulate. This is the action phase with massage, powerful serums, and maybe even things like LED light therapy, all working to wake up your skin cells and get them repairing themselves. And finally, you have protect. A mask, moisturizer, and of course, sunscreen are applied to seal in all that good work and shield your fresh skin from the world.
Now, a process this strategic can't be rushed. To give each of those phases, prep, stimulate, and protect, the time and attention they need to get real results, you can expect a comprehensive session to last anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes.
Okay, and this right here, this is probably the single most important part. A truly effective facial is absolutely not a one-size-fits-all deal. The entire process, from the kind of exfoliants they use to the specific serums they infuse, should be completely customized to your unique skin and your specific concerns. That tailoring, it's everything.
And here's what that customization looks like in real life. So, for example, let's say your main issue is dullness. Well, a good esthetician might use a gentle enzyme exfoliant to get rid of dead cells and then follow it up with a powerful vitamin C serum to really brighten things up. But if you're more worried about fine lines, the whole focus shifts to intense hydration and serums packed with those collagen-boosting peptides. See, it's like a targeted prescription just for your skin.
Of course, all those targeted actions rely on some seriously powerful active ingredients. So now, let's pop the top off and meet the real heroes of the anti-aging facial. This is the science in the bottle.
I absolutely love this breakdown because it makes these complex ingredients so easy to understand. First up, you've got peptides. Just think of them as tiny messengers that go tell your skin cells, hey, get to work and build more collagen. Then there's vitamin C, which is like the guardian. It's a powerful antioxidant that protects your skin from that cellular rust we talked about. And of course, hyaluronic acid, a total superstar. It's the magnet that can hold over 1,000 times its weight in water, just pulling moisture into the skin to make it look plump, smooth, and super hydrated.
So, we've covered the process, we've covered the star ingredients, but what about the results? What can you actually expect to see, both right after you leave and, in the long run? Let's talk about it.
Let's be real, you will almost always walk out with an immediate noticeable glow. Your skin is going to look brighter, it's going to feel smoother, it's just going to be beautifully hydrated. And while that instant gratification is fantastic, the real goal of these treatments is cumulative, long-term improvement. It's about making your skin healthier and function better over time.
So, how do you get that long-term improvement? Well, it all comes down to consistency. One facial is a fantastic boost, for sure. But a planned series of treatments is what really creates lasting change. Usually, they're spaced about 2 to 4 weeks apart, which lines up perfectly with your skin's natural cell renewal cycle. It's like you're retraining your skin, session by session, to be its best self.
So, if you remember one thing from all this, let it be this. A professional anti-aging facial is not just a spa day. Think of it more like a strategic workout for your skin, using science to stimulate, repair, and protect your cells from the inside out.
Which kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Take a moment to think about your own routine and ask yourself, is your skincare working as hard as you are? Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.